Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope you all are doing well. So we were learning about the physical features and of India. In that varied landforms, as we all know that the earth is not same as we move from one place to another. So coming to India, even the landforms here also, they are not the same. So we learned about the mountains, the northern mountains, the northern plains, and today we will be learning about the Thar Desert, one of the landforms. Okay. So one of the features of India and the one of the landform that is about the Thar Desert. It is also called as the Great Indian Desert. It is also called as the Great Indian Desert. So it is located, it is situated, or it lies in the northwestern part of India. It lies in northwestern part of India, that is towards the most of the state of Rajasthan. So it covers lots of state towards the state of Rajasthan, covers Rajasthan, you could say. Okay, so that is the reason it is Rajasthan is a desert. Then how is the area? How is it? Is it cold, hot? Obviously it is cold in the nights and hot in the day. So it is, you could say, the air is dry, okay, and it is hot and dry. The climate over there is hot and dry, and due to the heat, there strong winds blow, that is a storm. So there you find sand dunes. So sandstorms blow everywhere to cover everything. So sandstorms blow. And moving on, how about the rainfall? So when the sand, obviously the hot air is hot and it is very dry, so no rainfall, you could say, or little rainfall is seen. Rainfall is little or no rainfall. Okay, then so if there is no rainfall, what about the vegetation, the animal and human, or the crops? What would be? Due to less water, plants can't be grown. Okay, plants cannot be grown. No vegetation, no cattle rearing. Yes, but the cattle which consume less water, you could say the animal, that is the camel. It is called the ship of the desert. Camels are seen everywhere in the desert. They are used in the form of transportation also. They carry human beings and things from one place to another. Okay, and how about because they consume little water, they drink little water and they stay for a longer period. And so, and what the people do for fetching water, they walk long distances to fetch water from deep wells. So since the soil is dry and the water is unavailable, or it is hard to get, the plants cannot be grown, the vegetation cannot be taking place. Yes, plants little bit which consume little water, like cactus, palm trees, they can be grown in that area. Okay, So this is about the Thar Desert, the Great Indian Desert, which is located, which covers the area of Rajasthan. And moving on to the other landform, that is the Deccan Plateau. The Deccan Plateau. So, how about the plateau? First and foremost, what is a plateau? Plateau is nothing but, plateau is an area which is raised above the land or area surrounding it. So, plateau can be defined as, plateau is an area of flat land. Okay, the land is flat land that is higher than the land around So on page number 31 it is mentioned, see, you can have a look, the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, they are the three water bodies which are covering the lower part of the India and the southern part. So you could say the Deccan, a large part of the southern part has the plateau, and of India is the large part of southern India is peninsula and plateau. So it is also known as the Great Indian Peninsula or the Deccan or the Southern Plateau. So what it is called, the Deccan Plateau is also called as the Great Indian Peninsula. It is also called as the Great Indian Peninsula. The Great Indian Peninsula. Or Southern Plateau, the Southern Plateau, or it is also called as the Deccan Plateau. So it is called as so, which you can have a look on the page number 31 map. Then what else? It has many rivers. Okay, obviously the water bodies. It is called. It is covered with the water bodies on three sides. So it is having many rivers, but they are not that fertile. You could say the areas are not as fertile as the plains. What we have had a look about the rivers. What all rivers they flow? Godavari, Krishna, and Kaveri. Yes, the Godavari, the Krishna, and the Kaveri. These three rivers, they three and more to the Narmada and the Tapi. These rivers, they flow. These are some of the rivers in the Deccan Plateau region. And coming to the hill range of hills, the Satpuras and the Vindhyas. The Satpuras and Vindhyas. The Satpura and the Vindhya hills, they are located. How are they located? Vindhya range of hills, you could say, in central India, which separate the Deccan Plateau from the plains of the north. See over here. See, this is, if at all it is clear. Okay, yes, this is a map. See, here is the Godavari. This is the Deccan Plateau. The pink indicates the Kaveri, the Krishna, the Godavari, the Tapi, and the Narmada. So these rivers, they are located in the Plateau region, the Deccan Plateau region. And over here, the Satpuras and Vindhya hills, they divide the somewhere here part. Okay, they divide the Deccan Plateau from the plains. Okay, with this we'll have a wrap, and inshallah we'll learn about the other coastal plains in the next class.